Hi folks, I'm Kevin Davis, the chef of the Canyon River Grill, and today we're at Royal Ranch with Adeline and Austin Allred from Royal Ranch Beef. And as we talked about earlier, Royal Ranch is where we're sourcing our beef, and I can tell you it's some of the best beef I've worked with, and one of the greatest things about it is not only are we able to put an incredible quality product on the plate, but we also have come to know the people who are actually producing it, and on top of that, you know, I feel really good about it because they've taken a huge interest in making sure that this is a whole sustainable loop. And so, Austin, why don't you tell us about the role that sustainability plays in your ranch and your farm?
Okay, thanks, Kevin. So we track these animals, this hybrid Angus. We track the footprint. So we track everything they eat. We use a USDA system called Comet that tracks how much they burp. Cows don't fart, but how much they burp, how much greenhouse gases these animals are putting out in the air. And then with that, we track everything they eat. So we have a lot of regenerative farming practices that we grow our feed from, and we're also tracking the sequestration, the carbon sequestration that's happening in growing those crops. So when you take the emissions that the animals put out and you subtract that from the sequestration that the plants and the regenerative growing of those plants and the feed that they're eating and the pasture and in the TMR, you actually have a negative footprint. So these animals, the plants they're growing sequesters more carbon than these animals emit because of the practices in place. And so we track all that through the USDA.
Right, and you also employ some new technology that actually allows the consumer to track that. Tell us about that. That's so blowing my mind.
If you zoom in, each ear, there's a little white computer chip. And that's the computer chip that's tracking how much food they eat. That's the computer chip that's tracking what they do, where they live, when they're sick, when they're healthy, everything. We track everything on that. And so we want to give you that information. So whenever we sell a package of meat, you're able to scan that barcode, and that barcode will take you to Farm Tracer, and it'll be farmtracer.com/84887 for this specific animal, and it'll display the information for this specific animal, including the carbon footprint of the animal and the sequestration that occurred and what that animal ate.
Amazing technology, it just blows my mind. So there you have it, folks. Austin Allred, Royal Ranch Farms, Royal Ranch Beef.